The Pirate Party, which is called like that, by the way, by the copyright industries, but we've taken the name, stands for freedoms of speech, for freedom of expression, for transparency of government, for accountability of elected leaders. The net brings so many changes that it's hard to grasp all of them right now, but what you can see is that it's given everybody a voice. And I think that's amazing. That puts a 9-year-old schoolgirl in Paraguay on the same level in this hive mind of humanity as me, like a middle-aged male in rich parts of Europe. And I think that's amazing. The net is the greatest equalizer mankind has ever invented. And most people love that. But there is a small elite in society that used to have the privilege of publishing information. They used to have the privilege of determining what people knew, what they could hear, and by extension, what they could think. They've lost this privilege. And so they are fighting the net. They are trying to censor it. They're trying to kill anonymity. They are trying to wiretap it. They are trying to peg people down, saying, if you're posting something online, just so you know, we can hunt you down for it 3 years later. And trying to scare people from using this fantastic ability. Now, it is a little bit more complicated than us not wanting to pay for music. It's the largest power shift since the invention of the written language. Let us talk about it. So we're down to a crossroads. If the copyright monopoly takes precedence, then we must live with private corporations listening to every 1 and 0 that leaves our computer. That might sound like a fantasy, but you need to realize that the record industry has sued the largest internet service provider in Ireland for the right to do exactly this, install wiretapping and censorship equipment in the depth of the heart of their internet switches. A private corporation, imagine that. On the other hand, if we determine that the civil liberties that our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents fought, bled and died for takes precedence over a stupid entertainment industry, then that means that the copyright monopoly must be scaled down because, and this is the important part, it cannot coexist with a free internet. If you go to a website, there's no way of telling through the website if this is an organization the size of Disney Corporation or if it's a teenager in a garage. And that scares the Disneys to the moon and back because they can't show off their size, show off their influence, show off their power. And what it also means is that it levels the playing field. Anybody can found the next giant in a garage. And for the sake of our economy, I think they should be allowed to do so. You know, in the UK, there's this thing called the Red Flag Act, or was. When the car industry was new, a law was passed saying that a man has to walk in front of a car waving a red flag, which effectively limited the speed of cars to about 3 miles per hour, or walking speed. It was turned out later that this was enacted due to lobbying from the railroad and stagecoach industries who pretended to embrace this wonderful new technology, but only in as much as it didn't threaten their strategic position. As a result, the rest of Europe got a head start in the automotive industry, ahead of Britain, who had listened to these lobbying industries who wanted to lock down the new technology and prevent it from replacing them. Do we really want the entertainment industries to stay in power that much? To allow them from preventing something new and better from replacing them? I'm looking forward to whatever's replacing them, to be honest.